What's up, guys? Welcome once again to the Save Continue Newscast. My name is Ryan Robinson. That there's Tom Shelby with his phone on.
Hello.
Every week we get together with news stories from the previous week that we thought were interesting and wanted to share with you guys. This week we have stories from March 4th through March 10th, 2018. First up, Tom, let's run down this direct real quick.
Yeah, so this last week, Nintendo had a direct announcing quite a few things. So let's go through it here. Okay. WarioWare Gold 3DS only, August 3rd. So that makes me sad. But more and more I'm seeing reasons to buy another, which I think will end up being my third or fourth 3DS.
Just accommodate your son's 2DS.
Sure, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Dylan's Dead Heat Breakers, May 24th. I'm not a fan of the Dylan series, but I know some people are.
What's Dylan?
A little armadillo guy. So there was Dylan's Rolling Western back in the day. This is like the third or fourth Dylan game. Nintendo keeps trying to make Dylan a thing, and it's never going to be a thing.
I guess it's not working because I don't know who Dylan is.
This is smart and probably pretty cheap for them to make. Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story is getting a remake, and it doesn't come out till 2019. So 3DS support will continue at least through then.
Sure.
And yet another one that I wish was coming to the Switch. I'm not sure that it won't. Luigi's Mansion 3DS remake to be out this year.
Are you into that?
I like the game a lot. I like Dark Moon on the 3DS, and this obviously uses that engine, which is probably why they're doing it that way. Would like to see the original version on the Switch.
That would be good.
It's also funny because the rare occasion that we get a remake that probably looks worse than the original version.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's it for 3DS. They moved on to Switch from there. Okami HD coming to Switch this summer.
Boom.
Dark Souls Amiibo was shown.
$15, motherfuckers.
So that's a GameStop exclusive and has already sold out.
Shit.
So if you're buying it, you're probably going to have to pay a pretty heavy price.
Yeah.
It comes out May 25th. There will also be a network test beta.
I assume that will go swimmingly.
I would assume it probably will.
Actually. I cannot actually wait to see what the Nintendo Dark Souls community is like.
I'm sure it'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Sushi Strike or The Way of the Sushido. This looks actually pretty fun.
Sushido.
And I like that they put in these little games that, just these little indie darlings. I don't even know there's an indie game, but it looks like
sounds like an indie game. That sounds like an indie-ass game.
Octopath Traveler, no longer Project Octopath Traveler. July 13th, they showed 2 new classes. Looks like a lot of fun.
Didn't you play the beta for that or whatever?
Yes, the demo, yeah. Quite an extensive demo, so go play it. Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes will be out this year. They showed gameplay footage. It does not look like the traditional No More Heroes, but it still looks quite fun.
Travis Touchdown is a badass.
Yep. This one's super exciting. July 13th, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker on Switch with quite a bit of new content. So that should be fun. Also a 3DS version to come, which is very strange. I wouldn't imagine it would run very well, but it's happening.
Yeah.
Undertale to be announced as far as the date.
Not surprising.
Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, July 10th.
Cool. Play that. We be able to play that mobile.
They made a big deal that it was on a Nintendo console.
Sure.
Which to me, I'm like, there have been Crash games on Nintendo consoles.
Not these ones.
But yeah, not these. Little Nightmares Complete Edition, May 18th, with a Pac-Man mask, if you have the Pac-Man amiibo.
Okay.
South Park, The Fractured But Whole, April 24th. Okay. That, to me, is probably the most surprising game, although I guess maybe I shouldn't be surprised. We've had Doom, we've had other M-rated games come out, so smart of them to do that. Also surprised that no mention of The Stick of Truth, but cool. ARMS is having a U.S.-Canada online open tournament. Starts March 18th.
We should enter it.
I think if you win some kind of custom artwork from the art team.
I want cash. I can't pay my rent with artwork, man.
Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, May 18th. They spent a lot of time talking about Mario Tennis Aces, showing a lot of gameplay details. That will be out June 22nd and looks fantastic.
That's going to be a good time. It's going to be a real good time.
Very exciting news to me. Splatoon 2 version 3.0 will launch in April with over 100 pieces of new gear. The first paid piece of content, which is a expansion for single player, basically a new campaign that allows you to play as an Octoling, and by accomplishing certain things throughout that, you'll be able to use Octolings in the multiplayer.
Okay.
Interesting, like very cool. I'm very excited for this.
Which one is the Octoling?
So Octolings are like Pearl and Marina.
Mm-hmm.
Marina is an Octoling with like the suction cups on her hair.
Okay.
That's the way to tell with the suction cups on the hair.
Okay.
We've never been able to play as those.
Are the other ones called squidlets?
No.
Okay.
Why are you trying to make this into some grand joke?
I'm not.
Something I'm excited for. You just got to shit all over.
No,
it.
you're right. I'm sorry. That was
All
mean.
right. Anyhow, you'll be able to play as Octolings in the multiplayer, which is interesting to me. Most interested to see what it is that they transform into when swimming through paint.
Sure.
But
So
we'll
it
see.
wouldn't fun like it'd be a aesthetic change, right? Not really.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not. That's all.
Okay.
And then they used the Inklings to premiere the teaser trailer for Smash Brothers. Not named yet. 2018 apparently. I would assume late in the year.
I wonder what that Smash was going to be called.
And they showed a couple of things. The only characters that were shown were the Inkling boy and girl, Mario, and the Breath of the Wild version of Link. No word yet as to whether this is a port of the last gen version or a new game altogether.
Yeah.
I would have to assume it's a port. But who knows?
We have 2 versions of the last gen game already, right?
Correct.
So
I think that I think people would be happy with a port at this point, though, because we know we're getting new characters, as shown by the Inklings and Breath of the Wild Link, even though that could potentially just be a skin.
yeah.
It's a new version of Smash. We're going to get new characters. Also, the Wii U version versus the 3DS version, there was content in each that was not available in the other.
So they'd bring both to the
I would
Switch.
assume that content for both would
Yeah.
come to Switch. Yeah.
I mean, with the way that they inflated that roster with those additional characters in that last one, and plus inevitably adding other new characters, this even if it is a port, the roster's going to be huge.
I'm going to go ahead and say that Ice Climbers will be back, and that it'll probably be no less than 30 more Fire Emblem characters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't they just make a Fire Emblem fighting game and be done with
I
it?
don't know, because they just keep putting them in Smash.
All right, so just a couple little snippets. First up, Neil Druckmann has been promoted to vice president of Naughty Dog, which is pretty cool for him. He's got a lot of accomplishments under his belt. He's headed some of my favorite games, and it seemed like a natural order of things considering how active he's been in the development of that company.
I think it was done to avoid a loss.
Sure.
We
But,
saw
I mean,
Bruce
if you-
Straley and Amy Hennig both leave recently,
Right. But if
and they
you're
want to retain that talent.
Sure, and so I mean, and also like who else would you put in that spot, right?
Right.
And I think that promoting someone over him probably would have seen him out the door too. Also, not surprising me, but Days Gone, or as we like to call it around here, Dead Don't Ride, has been delayed until 2019. There are a lot of people who are disappointed in this, but I agree with Tom. I think it's a good move. 1, gives you more time to work on the game, and 2, lets you plan for a more strategic release.
Here's the thing: there's 2 things to this. One, hold on, my cat's being an idiot. One, we have a lot of exclusives
There's a
coming
lot.
this year.
There's a lot going on.
Whether you
guys.
plan on playing them or
we
not,
have God of War next month.
God of War, fucking Detroit. A lot of speculation behind Spider-Man probably being a 2018 game. And there's more on top of that. Concrete Genie. Fucking Onrush is very likely an exclusive. A lot of these games are coming out this year. It makes no sense to cannibalize your own exclusives.
Sure.
2, what a lot of people don't seem to understand is when a game gets delayed, companies don't want to delay games. It costs a tremendous amount of money to delay a game even by 1 month.
Yeah.
But it goes into making a better game.
Yeah. One of the dumbest comments I saw this past week was it was like, I can't believe they've been working for so long in the subpar game, and there's no way that they come out of this hole. And it's like, why? What are you talking about?
Sure.
It's a hotly anticipated title. People are going to buy it when it does come out.
Yeah, people have been waiting for years to see what Ben was doing.
Yeah, so, I mean, there's no reason why this game would fail.
Right.
Oh, hi, Shanae.
Hello, Shanae. Yeah. Also, Trump had his meeting with the video games industry.
Yeah.
He did. Eventually, there were ESA members there, which I guess they must have got like a really fucking last-minute invite to this thing because last week they didn't know about it.
Yeah.
Nothing actually came of this, but hey, they talked.
So, like it was to address violence in video games, right?
Right.
And its influence on violence in society.
Yeah.
Right.
One other thing, and I don't want to call it news just yet because
Sure.
I'm not exactly positive, but like you and I oftentimes like to do the funny Saturday Night Live guy voice.
Yeah, it's a good voice.
You know.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
With Anna Gasteyer.
and
Sherry O'Terry.
a friend who we love dearly, Dave Fenoy.
Tim Meadows.
I'm pretty positive last night did that voice for Saturday Night Live.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good going, Dave.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the news that we have for this week, guys. If you have anything that you want to pass along to us, of course, as always, email us at savecontinuepodcast@gmail.com. Also, hit us up on Facebook at Save and Continue Podcast. We also do very much have a Discord. The link will be in the description of this vid. My name is Ryan Robinson. That's Tom Shelby.
Goodbye.
And now there's Shanae Howard. See
Bye,
you
guys.
next week, compadres.